Hello YouTube, let's play another game, playing with the black pieces. And we're gonna go for the Caro-Kann. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna have an exchange variation, probably with d4. And actually the exchange variation in the Caro-Kann is not as bad as the French. There's actually some potential there. I'm just gonna give this bishop away. And now we always need to worry about this. Just gonna solidify my center. At some point he's probably gonna play c3. And my development is quite natural here. If he ever takes here, that's alright. I can always also push this pawn if I want. Yeah, so he's gonna play that. Probably wise. Let's just continue. If he pins, easy way to get out of it. Yeah, let's just do that. And there's no real way for white to break through here. So I think I'm just gonna castle. Some ideas to bring the knight here now. Let's see actually if he takes. Can I take here? Because if he takes my queen, I take his queen with check. Takes and then takes. Might actually be alright. I think I can go for this. Yeah, and if he takes here, I could consider taking here. He can take just a big trade. If I take with the pawn, he still has the option to do this and this. But then still his pawn structure is pretty bad. So I think this is actually a nice idea. Yeah, so he's going back now. Probably a wise decision. Let's see, do we have something like this now? Because if it takes, I can take here. Not really. Let's just play this. Solidify the knight here. If takes takes, then my rook opens up. This pawn is a bit weak, so that's the downside of this move. There's no real attacking it for him, I think. Especially because my knight is blocking anything on this this file. And if the knight is ever taken, then that's just the pawn structure here. And if this, that's not scary. If they take, I can just take back. So that's all good. Yeah, now I think this is an idea. Yeah, that's an easy recapture. Also giving me the B file, so that's probably good for me. Yeah, and this bishop is better than this bishop, so in a way you don't want to trade this. But if I can get my queen over and maybe my rook in, that could actually become dangerous. Okay, I'm not sure what his plan is there. Could consider this, because here I can also take with the knight. So I'm gonna go for that because I want to get my rook in the game at some point anyway. He could get a bishop here, but I feel like that's not a problem. Yeah, let's just bring the rook here. Still, if he attacks this, that's or takes this, I should say, It's not a problem. And so he does. So yeah, probably this now. And I will have this file to work with eventually. Okay, that's still not scary, I think. He might be aiming for this. Could also consider going for something like this. Don't know how the endgame looks for me. Guess I still have some things to play for there. Also this. I think I'm gonna leave the tension for now. Which is a bit scary. Yeah, I can bring my rook over now, so he probably has to trade now. And he does, and the question is, how do I want to take back? Probably with the rook, just to keep my options open. Maybe bring the other rook there now, although I would hang this rook in this moment. But it's an idea that's in the cards. I could bring my queen behind the rook. Also put this rook here and then this rook like this or something. And I could also try an attack on this file. Yeah, and he does have a majority here, but it's really tough to break through for him. Like, this is a backward pawn. This pawn can't really help with the attack. Because if he ever pushes there, I can just trade and then... What's that pawn doing there? Okay. He's trying to run his king over. Could consider this. Yeah, that's probably alright actually. I don't know if I want to take. He gets to rooks for the queen. Still this... let's see how I want to do this. Probably this square. Maybe f7 was better, I don't know. And also the e5 push is also an idea still. He has to give up a center pawn basically. Maybe that's what I want to do now. But after some trades, he might still be able to go for things like this. Well, if my queen is there, it can infiltrate, so that's something you should watch out for. Yeah, and I am hanging this, but still, the infiltration is really scary for him, so I think it's alright. And he's trying to go for the queen trade. But I think this is pretty annoying for him. Yes, you can take a pawn here, but that's immediate checkmate, so probably not wise. And to prevent checkmate, he could maybe push this so that his queen can come back. But that allows things like this. Other ways are to move his rook so his king can come here. But that hangs this pawn and then this is under attack. Also if he moves his rook there and this. And here this is just... I think is good. Because I can take here afterwards. I don't think I can prevent him from running away. This should still be good. I'm on this now. And I'm not losing two rooks for the queen, so... Yeah, I could consider going for the queen trade myself now, although that would lose a queen actually. Rook takes, queen takes, for example. Looks alright. Let's go for that. He can't take here in this case, because I would take the rook. And if he takes with the rook, I take with the queen, defending this from behind as well. And here can I just trade everything off? I'm up 2 pawns. Should be a winning endgame. So let's go for that. And let's go. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, this endgame should be winning. I don't know why he's going for it. I'm up 2 pawns. So I really don't know what his plan is. Like he could take here and then try to go for a pass pawn there. Yeah, my king can always defend and his king can't enter the game because as soon as his king moves, I always have this push. And I could start using these pawns as well. So his king can't enter the fifth rank because this pawn just promotes. My king is perfectly defending this. And if he does nothing, I'm just gonna get a pass pawn on this side and win. So yeah, I believe I'm completely winning now. I don't know why he actually went for the endgame. 2 pawns down. Even without calculating, 2 pawns down is usually not a good thing, so... Yeah, and I don't think he can save it. He's gonna try something, I think. But unless I mess up, this is a win for me. And maybe at some point he'll realize and just resign. Yeah, that's an idea to stop that plan. But I guess I might also be able to go for this. Let's see, it could go here. Try this maybe. Let's go for this. Yeah, at some point he's gonna be in Zugzwang. If he takes, I'm just gonna take with the king. And here I thought I could go for this, although maybe he gets a passed pawn. I could also go for this. Then maybe this. Because yes, that would be a passed pawn. But my king here stops everything. And then this is a passed pawn as well. And if he just trades, then he has nothing. He could check me here, but then same thing if I go here. There's no way to break through with these 2 pawns. He can't promote, I think. Like I said, his king can never enter here, because this pawn promotes. So even if he takes this pawn, yeah, I lose a pawn, but this one is promoting. So just go for this. But even here it takes. He can't push to go for promotion because my king just comes back. Pushes now, I can just take that. And I could even decide, for example, I could take this. And then here come back like that. Question is which way I want. I think this is better actually, because my king ends up more to the center. Yeah, and he just resigns now. But I believe it was over quite a while ago. Let's go to the game review, see if I was right. I played with an 82.9 accuracy. Could have been better. I'm still happy with this game. Let's see if I'm still happy after looking at the analysis. So here, yeah, bishop b5 is not a move I see too often. This continuation was alright. I just played it slow. And here I felt like this was an interesting idea. Because if he takes here, yeah, it is just equal. But my idea was right. I could take here. And then, yeah, engine says actually to move the queen. And then probably something like this. And it's just a big trade. But if he decides to, sorry, one move back. If he decides to take my queen, I take his queen. And then his pawn structure is pretty bad. I can take back. Let's see what the engine says. Yeah. It's about the same, doesn't matter which rook. And then this is an endgame I like as well. Because of these pawns here. So what's the idea behind that? And then here, let's see what the engine says actually. Yeah, so d takes was best. I was also looking at this, which engine says is also alright. Again, it's just a big trade. And if I took here, yeah, he had to take here. And this is best. And then still we end up with this pawn structure. But I have one pawn less as in the other variation, so that's why this is not as good for me as the other variation. But I still would have liked to play this. Even though it's a pawn down, I think this endgame is good for me. It's pretty tough for him to hold into all these pawns. Going back, that's not what happened in the game. He just put his bishop back, which is one of the best moves. And here I was wondering if this was already an idea. But it's not, he can take here. Yeah, so that's not what I want. After defending the knight, this was a missed win. Let's see what I had. f4. Yeah, I should consider things like this. Like it's just cleanly winning a bishop. Yeah, that's definitely a missed win. Still, yeah, this is good for me. And here, it was a bit too slow. So this was the right idea. And let's see what the engine says here. No queen e7 actually. Yeah, and then this comes at tempo. Could have considered that. I let him take, which was not the right choice. And here, I had something more crushing. Was looking at this as well. This is still alright. It's +1. Here apparently had a win. Rook back here. And engine says already, yeah, so let's say he plays something slow. What do I do? Queen g6. Yeah, just slowly bringing my pieces over and start attacking. This was nice, yeah. And then here he just messed up. And it's showing this as a mistake, but you could call it a blunder because it goes from practically 0 to -5. Yeah, and this is just crushing now. This was all best. Yeah, and then here he voluntarily went for the endgame, which is still -5. So I don't know why he did that. Let's see if I played it optimally. Yeah, so this was all right. And nothing he could do here. And now he resigned. He realized, well, he can promote, but I just take. And it maybe looked like he can stop things, but first of all, I can just bring my king. But if he ever takes this pawn, then this is just going to promote. This king is always one move behind, so I'm just going to promote. And even without these pawns, that would be winning. So yeah, quite happy with this game. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.